We could start with a comedy film that also features a gang of children.
uh, right, yeah. I assume you're talking about You Can't Take It With You.
Yes, the Frank Capra film. You can't take it with you.
This is not my favorite Capra. I think
No,
it's like some of his worst tendencies, maybe.
it's funny how
But
it feels very Capra esque in the sort of obvious ways of it's about the working man. It's like feel good and it has this really kind of like uplifting, life affirming kind of bent to it. But it also is like it definitely feels like lesser Capra compared to like his classics. This is not really one of his classics, and you can see why because it's not as good.
yeah, it's not terrible, but it's like
It's
it's
fine.
yeah, it works. I think it's got this like really strange political situation going on where it is I don't know, it's like this kind of rugged individualist like I don't like paying income tax so I won't situation.
Right.
Uh but then also oh, we should all get along and the working man is better than the man and all that. Like he definitely in all of his movies he's very America, but then he doesn't like the kind of end consequences of where America thinking goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Frank Capra was fairly like conservative for for the time, I guess. Maybe not for the time, but like yeah, I can definitely see maybe some libertarian worldview sneaking into this one.
Yeah.
Cuz it's funny cuz it's like it starts out and it's like don't you hate your dumb office job that no one likes to do? Like wouldn't you rather just go live in a big house and like make the stuff that you want to make and I'm like, "Yeah, this is great." And then it's like, "Also, don't you hate income tax?" And I'm like, "Whoa, movie. Pump the brakes."
Yeah. It's definitely like putting together this sort of like bohemian collective of artists and weirdos that are like kind of a family, but also a handful of just people who just end up hanging out there for free. Uh, it does feel almost like a libertarian commune, like Rapture.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's maybe less of a kind of a meritocracy than Rapture is. Um
I'm just saying things.
if we're gonna compare the two. Yeah, I also feel like there's that kind of stuff like seated in this movie, but overall it does feel like it's mostly going for just kind of feel good comedy.
Yes.
Everyone should just hug kind of stuff, which I can
Yeah.
get behind.
Yeah. The kind of like patriarch, the kind of main axis of this movie is the grandpa. What's his name? Uh
And his name
uh
in the film is Grandpa. Like I think his character does have a name, but everyone refers to
yeah.
him as Grandpa.
Yeah, who's played by Lionel Barrymore, who usually plays bad guys. But in
Right? I
this, he
mean,
plays like a very convincing, whimsical, quirky good guy.
yeah, I feel like it's Lionel Barrymore is probably most famous for playing a like a shitty bank owner in It's a Wonderful Life, another Frank Capra
Right.
movie. And so it's funny to see him in this playing like the opposite of that character.
Yeah. A guy who absolutely detests shitty bank owners.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, just come on, just hang out, like we're all friends. And then, but it also, I feel like the movie is aware that like that having that mindset and living that way like requires a certain degree of like wealth, and also then the tax man will come knocking and be like, hey, you haven't paid income tax in 10 years. We're gonna need that from you.
And I mean, with a movie that we'll be talking about later, another one where immense privilege amount allows you to be immensely uh, quirky and just be unbridled in your in your insanity. Um,
Yeah.
this movie also has our first appearance we've seen of James Stewart, little baby face James Stewart.
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess right for the show. This isn't the earliest movie of his that I've seen, I don't think, but it is. I think it's the first one that we're talking about on the show.
yeah, yeah, and he's very young here. I think if I remember correctly, he's in his like early 20s.
Yeah. James
Um,
Stewart, Gangly King is my letterbox review of this movie.
Gangly King. And he's already kind of, I mean, I guess it's just his voice and his mannerisms, but he's already like pretty full James Stewart mode in in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like he had that going right off the bat, I feel like. The Jimmy Stewart, I don't know, persona is definitely alive in this movie.
And so Jimmy Stewart is playing the son of this kind of real estate developer who is trying to buy up the entire neighborhood that Quirky Grandpa and his band of merry men live in. And then, but unbeknownst to anybody involved, he and like the daughter of the family fall in love with each other. And then you got a sort of like Romeo and Juliet thing going on.
Yeah.
But then you also kind of have a like the birdcage thing going on where it's like you're like the weird people are having to pretend to be normals to appease the parents of
Wow,
the
yeah, that's
the friend, the boyfriend.
yeah, those two movies have a very similar premise. I hadn't thought of that. And I think they both kind of have a similar ending too, where like the like crusty old
The conservative, really, in
yeah
this movie and in the birdcage.
kind of learn to loosen up a little bit and appreciate humanity a little bit more as opposed to money.
Take a deep breath and appreciate life.
Yeah, because Jimmy Stewart's character's parents they're upset that he's dating Jean Arthur's character, not because of any other reason that she is a stenographer and that they think that that's like below him. Like there's definitely a lot of class commentary going on in this movie.
Right.
But it goes in a typical Frank Capra-y way where
Yeah, in the 11th hour, the evil businessman goes, "Never mind. Everybody be fun and have Merry Christmas to all."
well, the power of music. They have a harmonica duet, and that
That's right.
sort of
Yeah.
it melts his icy heart.
Yeah, Grandpa hands him a harmonica, and then there's all these shots, there's all these parts in like boardrooms where the developer is like, making plans to seize control and take everyone's homes away, and then there are these like conspicuous shots of the harmonica to symbolize his lost innocence.
Another sort of very Frank Capra thing is that right, Grandpa gets arrested and he's got all these back income taxes and fines and things, and then the whole community comes together and pools all their money together to pay his fines.
Yeah,
Because
wow.
everyone loves Grandpa.
Another connection with this and the last thing that we talked about is that there are just random fireworks going off at all points during this movie. Because one of there's like a dozen or so people in this mansion, all doing their own strange thing.
All these different kooky characters.
Yeah, and one of the kooky characters, or two of the kooky characters, are working on fireworks in the basement. Which leads to a confrontation with the police, but then also just explosions in the background of a bunch of different shots.
But I don't know if I have a lot to say about this movie other than it has a lot of these like very kind of typical Frank Capra like story beats in it, but it doesn't really come together the way that I think a lot of his more well-known movies do.
Yeah. But this did win Best Picture, I believe.
True. It did. It did win the Oscar for 1938, which is I had heard of it before for that reason, but I had never taking the time to watch it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
You
okay.
Can't Take It With You is kind of a strange title, and it refers to money after you
Yeah.
die. You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
So why quest after it so much and just have fun instead?
Yeah. Which I like that message of like, come on, do something fun.
Make fireworks in your basement.
Yeah, what's worse gonna happen? I guess I feel like this movie also does present the like, what's the worst gonna happen? Like, I don't know, you could get arrested, your house could burn down. Like, those are possibilities.
But we've got privilege.